Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Faith, Flow, and Finances Masterclass. I'm going to share this to the group and then we'll get started. Awesome. We are live on all platforms. You might be joining me on Facebook, on Instagram, LinkedIn, or in the Midlife Womenpreneur Success community. If you're not a part of that, please let me know and I'll get you in there. Welcome to the Faith, Flow, and Finances Masterclass. Why your business success is a spiritual game. You guys, this is powerful. We're going to have so much fun today. And you are going to step away with some actionable things to move you forward in this topic. So, what if I told you that working harder was actually keeping you stuck? Do you believe it? If yes, raise your hand. Please interact with me. If you, if anything resonates with you, comment in the chats. Put an emoji in the chats. Let me know. This is going to be fun. This is going to be interactive. But let me just tell you the truth. Working harder is actually keeping you stuck. The women who scale effortlessly are not the ones who push actually harder. They're the ones who move with faith, flow, and precision. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you to do today. You guys, I used to think that if I just followed all of the strategies, worked a little bit harder, put in longer hours, the results would follow. But no matter what I did, no matter how much I pushed, I felt like I was always one step away from my breakthrough. I literally used to say over and over and over, I feel like the dam's going to break. I feel like the dam's going to break. I feel like the dam's going to break. And that statement alone was holding me back. And I realized I was gripping so tightly to control that I wasn't leaving any room for flow. And I cannot wait. If any of you have seen me or met me in person or maybe on video, I do have this flow. I shift and I move. And this is a part of me. It's part of who I am. I actually remember on calls telling my coach, telling her, I need money. I need money. And it was so graspy. It felt awful. It felt like so much lack, so much scarcity. And when she told me, here's what she said to me. You want to know what she said to me? She said, you need to step away from work. I was pissed. I was pissed. I'm like, I don't pay you. I don't invest in you to have you tell me to step away from work. How would that help me make money that I needed? All right, I want you to drop a fire emoji in the chat if you are ready to stop forcing success and start receiving it, because that is what this masterclass is all about. And I wanted to share that real live story about me and where I was and how far I've come into this place, because I know where you're at and I want to help you drop out of it. I want to help you rise above it. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Helen, a success coach for powerhouse women entrepreneurs. I help you shift from hustle to flow while creating more energy and income. How freaking cool is that? It's so cool to have more income, to have more energy, and to create a bigger influence with this mission, with this vision that you have in your heart. Incredible. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make that shift. Most women are unknowingly blocking their own success by staying stuck in force mode. This is a challenge for high achievers, for women entrepreneurs, for people who are go-getters, for people who are perfectionists, right? So if you ever felt like you're doing all of the right things, but still not seeing the money flow in the way you want, it's not because you're not capable. Let me repeat that. It's not because you're not capable. It's because your energy is in resistance mode. You've got some walls that you've set in place to protect you. And this is exactly what I help my clients with. Let me share this story. One of my clients came to me feeling so frustrated. Oh my gosh, she was showing up in all the ways. She was putting in long hours. She was adding on more things to her plate, going, doing everything she was supposed to do. And of course, her energy was tanked. She was exhausted. Her physical body was feeling the toll of this, right? You guys, this isn't just about your business. This leaks into every bit of who you are, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your well-being. And my client, she felt a pull to help so many women, but she felt like she couldn't access them. And success wasn't reflecting her effort, right? She was putting it all the time, but like she wasn't seeing the success from it. She wasn't seeing the results, right? The tenfold, the 60-fold, the 30-fold results that the Lord talks about, right? It felt really heavy for her. And the moment we uncovered how much she was holding on to fear, fear of judgment, fear of not attracting the right client, fear of success, everything clicked. Within weeks of shifting this mindset of becoming aware of this and trusting the process, she has seen her highest energy and mindset shifts to date. And because of this, she's at the top of her company and is receiving multiple awards. It's incredible. She's broken through. People feel her energy. People see her. They're like, how do I get to where you're at? Right? So raise your hand, drop an emoji if you felt like you're constantly doing more, but you're not getting the results that you want. Drop the emoji where the girl's raising her hand. I do that all the time. I'm like, hey, that's me, right? So you guys, success is a spiritual game. And the women who understand this unlock overflow, not just, hey, this is nice, not just I met my goals, but like overflow, right? And this is what we do. We block this and we don't open our hands to receive. You guys, faith isn't just belief. It is part of a business strategy. Your income will never outgrow your level of belief. Let me repeat that. Your income will never outgrow your level of belief. It is always there. It is always waiting for you. And the women who trust success before it arrives are the ones who receive it the fastest. And it's incredible. So if you don't trust your next level, it won't trust you either. Think about that. If you don't trust your next level, it won't trust you either. Now, if you aren't trusting your next level or doubt creeps in, there is nothing wrong with you. Let me repeat, there is nothing wrong with you. The problem with doubt is instead of becoming aware and owning it and acknowledging it, we push it away. It sucks. It's scary. We don't want it. No one wants to feel the doubt. The work I do with clients brings these problems and thoughts to the surface so that you can support yourself through them, so that I can support and encourage you through them. You want to keep tamping them down. You want to keep pushing through. It's always going to be in the background and it's going to hold you back. So here's what I want to teach you. I want you to become aware. I want you to practice this awareness shift when it comes to faith. So I want you to ask yourself, where am I acting like success isn't already mine? Do you hesitate before raising your prices? Do you hold back from visibility because you fear judgment? Do you find yourself saying, I hope this works, instead of I know this will work with conviction? Do you say those things to yourself? Right? And the reason that we become aware of this, the reason that we do this work, the reason that I help women do this work is because when you can focus and connect with that fear versus tamp it down and keep letting those fear-based thoughts, did you hear those fear-based thoughts? You hesitate before you raise your prices. You hold back because you fear judgment. You find yourself saying, well, I hope this works. I'm really going to try hard, right? Versus I know this will work. And when we do this work, when we show up and we acknowledge and we have awareness, we do this so that you can still move when it feels hard or too much. Because guess what, you guys, business will feel like too much at times. Business will feel hard at times. And when you're not doing the work, you will become stuck. You will become frozen. You will just spin your wheels and cycle through and keep having these same doubts. It's powerful when you can take an action step and move before the evidence appears. So I want you right now, take a piece of paper. If you're driving, don't do this, but come back to it. But take a piece of paper, write down one bold decision your future self would not hesitate to make. For example, you think about yourself 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, right? And this really comes into play when things happen in our life that make us stop and realize how precious life is, right? We lose a loved one, someone gets a diagnosis, right? We're like, oh my gosh, the time is now. The time is now. There is no better time than right now. So I want you to write down one bold decision that your future self wouldn't hesitate to make, right? Maybe it's like, oh, she would call the person. She would invite these 70 people. She would create the program. She would raise her prices. She would double her prices. She would ask for what she needs, right? What would future you do? What would she not even hesitate to do, right? And then I want you to change your language. I want you to replace if with when. When I hit my next income goal, when I get 10 clients, when I reach this level, right? Whatever it is. When you trust your next level, it trusts you back, right? What do you think your next level is thinking about when you're like, yeah, I want you, but I just don't know. Picture this. I love analogies. So picture this. You go to a restaurant and you order a salad and the waitress gives you one of these looks where she's like, you want the salad? And you're like, what? What? It's not good? She's like, no, 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 no. It is really good, but the tomatoes aren't fresh and the chef really has this cough and the dressing's been sitting in the fridge for a week, but it's good. You should get it. Are you talking to your dreams and your visions like that? Like the waitress who just isn't so sure of the final product? Think about it. When you can put it in perspective and have so much fun and imagine it, this is what I love to do. My core values are fun and curiosity in my business because we have to look at things a different way. You've been looking at things the same way for a really long time, and it's time to shift that. So when it comes to faith, you need to have awareness. You need to shift and become aware. And then you need to take that bold action step and replace that word if with when. When we think about flow, I want to teach you the momentum method. You guys, success isn't something that you chase. It's something that you step into, right? Imagine yourself like stepping into it. Visualize yourself. Have fun with it. Make it a priority. If you're forcing it, you're doing wrong. Close your eyes for a minute and think about how you're running your business right now. Are you like rush, 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 and push, 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 and take? Or are you like, like dancing to this funky uptown music that I was just dancing to before this masterclass? Right? I learned how to stop micromanaging my success and start commanding it instead. Start saying like, hey, here I am. Let's do this. Let's go. Right? So here's an example of one of my clients. She had a pattern of second guessing. Anyone second guesser? Anyone like, oh, I'm just not sure about this decision, right? She had a pattern of second guessing herself every time she was about to launch something, right? She's like, oh gosh, maybe it's not the right price. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to provide more. Maybe I need to adjust it. Oh my gosh, this just doesn't look perfect. And the moment she embraced flow and took action without overthinking, she started getting yes after yes after yes of her dream clients and customers. So I want to ask you, this is another awareness shift for you when it comes to flow. Where am I gripping instead of trusting? Are you obsessively checking messages instead of moving with certainty? Yes, thank you for everyone who is engaging in the chat. Yes, I see you. I feel you. Keep engaging. Keep writing what's resonating with you. Are you tweaking your offers over and over instead of consistently launching? Right? Do you like pause and hold yourself back and that perfectionism gets in the way? Or are you like, I'm going for it. Let's go. Like, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to fail and then I'm going to learn from this. Are you convincing people instead of showing up as the woman who knows that her work is valuable? Are you doing those things? Are you gripping instead of trusting? And here's how you can step out of it. Listen up. Here's the action step. You can stop gripping and start leading. I want you to pick one area of your business where you're forcing and ask, what would this look like if it were easy? Like, just play with it. Imagine it. Have fun with it. What is one area of your business where you feel like you're forcing? Maybe it's like, oh, I'm forcing myself to make sure this is perfect. And then you can say like, what would it look like if this were easy? Oh, I would just click send. That's maybe what it would look like. So I want you to decide now, what's one place you can release control and move with trust. One place in your business. You can put it in the chat. You can tell me later. You can send me a private message. I want to hear from you. What is one place you can release control and decide to move in with trust? Because you guys, this is a decision every day to show up with faith, to show up with flow, and to receive finances. It is a decision that we get to make. And that's why you need to surround yourself with women who are going to empower you and support you and encourage you and your belief in yourself so that you can continue to do this. Because remember, there's nothing wrong with you if you have doubt or you feel overwhelmed or you have perfectionist tendencies. There's nothing wrong with you. But you need to get curious about looking at it differently and shifting your perspective so you can break through, so that you can receive. So flow is created the moment you stop chasing and start allowing, right? Have you guys ever lost something and you've been looking around the house and you just can't find it and it's driving you nuts and you're like, I know I put it, like, I got to find it. You're like texting people, trying to call your phone, whatever it is, right? And then the minute you stop looking for it, you tend to find it, right? Same thing. So you guys, it's created the moment you stop chasing and start allowing. And I encourage you to make the choice to do that. All of this is a choice, and a choice that I'm here to help you with. And when we shift into finances, creating this beautiful money shift, let me tell you, money moves for women who move with certainty, period. Right? Money is energy. Money has an energy around it. Everything does. Everything does. So if you're sitting there like, I'm not sure if I want you, or I don't really need you, or, I have enough of you, or I should be grateful. Like it's like you're repelling. Like think about talking to money like you would talk to a best friend. Seriously, do it. I talk to money all the time. I like lovingly touch the gas pump when I get gas. I get so excited putting my card in to get groceries when everyone else is bitching about how much they are. You guys, it is a mindset and it's a shift and it is a choice that you get to make every single day. So money moves for the women who move with certainty. They're like, wow, hello, money. I see you. I love you. I want you. You're amazing. I'm a good person. I can do very good things with you. And I'm ready for you. Come on over here. The way you think, act, and trust determines your income. Period. It's incredible. I used to believe that I had to earn money, right? I'm like, I got to work hard. I got to hustle. I got to grind. And now I know I was always designed to receive it. It's there. It's waiting for me to step into it. So an awareness shift for you when it comes to finances. Where am I treating money like something I have to fight for instead of something that responds to me? Interesting, right? Do I have to fight for my groceries? Do I have to fight for my, to pay all my licenses or my subscriptions, right? Are you waiting for permission to charge more? Are you pricing your services from fear instead of faith? Are you still thinking you have to earn money or hustle for money or grind for money instead of allowing it to flow in exchange for your value? Just notice what's happening here for you. Maybe you're feeling resistance. Maybe you're like, oh gosh, yeah, like the money conversation. Notice what's coming up for you. And then I want you to shift and step into certainty with money. I want you to raise your financial thermostat. like you guys, you have to visualize this stuff and you have to create that energy of it coming to you. So just close your eyes and picture yourself. You got your thermostat and you're like, I'm turning it up. And you get to declare the number that feels uncomfortable but expansive for you. And commit to acting as if it's already yours. Wow, thank you so much. I even challenged one of my clients to leave 10 coins or $10 bills around her home. And every time she sees that, she might touch it. She might say thank you. She might pick it up and hug it. Like, thank you, money. I appreciate you so much. It's that attitude of gratitude and that faith in everything that's good around us that is going to step you into that next level. So I want you to declare the number on your financial thermostat that feels, maybe it's really hot, but it's so expansive for you, and commit to acting as if it's already yours, right? It's like, yeah, I am the person who shows up in this energy. And here's a journal prompt I have for you. If I fully trusted money was available to me, how would I show up differently? If you no longer held on to fear around money or not having enough or not feeling like you have enough, how would you show up differently? That's a powerful question. And it's so insightful. I remember when I first thought about this, it's like, wow, I would just start inviting people. I would just start asking them to come into my circle. I would just start sharing what I have to offer because I'm no longer, that fear is not holding me back around, I don't have enough and it has to be perfect and I have to make sure and, right? So money moves for the women who move with certainty, right? Be like, declare it. This is what I'm doing. Here's what's going to happen. And here we go. So I want you to drop a star in the chat if you're feeling this shift already. If you're feeling like, wow, okay, awareness is, and then here are some action steps that I get to and I want to, and I'm going to feel good about working on. So here's a recap, you guys. Wealth does not come from working harder. It comes from working differently. And that's what I do for the women in the Amplify Academy. We work differently, right? Because when you do the same thing over and over and over and you get the same result, it's insanity. That's the definition of insanity. And as high achieving women and as powerhouse women and as women who want to change the world, we think that doing the same thing, doing more of the same thing is going to produce different results. It's like, okay, no, we think differently about this, and that's what's powerful. So you guys, here's your next 3 moves. It's like 2, 3. Here's your next 3 moves. I want you to audit your energy, right? Like this is so important. In business, you have to have a pulse on what's going on, right? You don't need to micromanage, but you're like, I want to know the numbers. I want to know what my thoughts are around this. When you can know not only your numbers, the facts of your business, but also the thoughts of your business, holy Hannah, things are going to change for you. And it's incredible. So I want you to audit your energy. I want you to identify where you're gripping, identify where you're holding on to or micromanaging instead of trusting. And I promise you, it's a lot of hidden places that maybe you can't see. And that's okay. That's why you step into support from a coach like me. Ask yourself, where am I acting like success isn't already mine? Right? Like you're like holding yourself back before where you write the goal and then immediately you have the thought to hold yourself back. And this will help you shift from force to certainty by identifying this, by doing an audit on your energy, right? You might know your numbers, you might know all of the things in your business, but like audit your energy. This is powerful. There's so many factors to this. And then I want you to shift your money mindset. Huge. If you haven't read the book, Happy Money by Ken Honda, go ahead and grab it. Happy Money. It's awesome. And I want you to start making decisions from your next level. Think about that thermostat, turn it up, put on some songs like It's Getting Hot in Here, right? Sometimes I break out to that song in yoga too when I'm teaching a yoga class. So start making decisions from your next level, from the woman who has already achieved it. And here's what fear sounds like. Here's what that little voice of fear sounds like. What if they think it's too expensive? What if no one buys? What if? What if? What's going to happen? What will happen? Right? You learn from that. Instead of that, ask, what would my next level self do? What would me at the end of her life do? Right? You guys have all read books or at least read quotes about like most people say at the end of their life, they have these regrets. Think right now, if your life were to end tomorrow, what regrets would you have? Would it be, oh gosh, I never put that out there because it wasn't perfect. I never raised my prices because I figured no one would buy. I didn't trust in myself enough to do this. Think about it. And I want you to rewrite the script and move from doubt to confidence. And it's going to be incredible. And I'm right here with you. And the third thing here is I want you to move with certainty. Show up as if success is already guaranteed. I have got this. I can do this. I believe in myself. And sometimes this is why I don't do affirmations with my clients. We do power statements because we want to feel them. Because sometimes you create an affirmation and you're like, yeah, that doesn't feel right. It actually makes me feel worse when I say, you will create 100K, right? So we can find bridge thoughts. We can think about it differently. We can shift our perspective and create those bridge thoughts to get there, which is what I'm an expert at doing. So I want you to show up as if your success is already guaranteed, because it is. It is. And if you don't believe it, it will not follow. It will not come with you. It's like ordering the salad and then having the waitress like sprinkled out all over it. And you're like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have ordered it. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my gosh. Right? So I want you to get uncomfortable showing up with certainty. If you are someone who takes you forever to decide what to get at a restaurant, next time you go to a restaurant, you challenge yourself. You're like, I'm gonna decide and I'm sticking to it, and I'm gonna enjoy it and embrace it no matter what it is. Now, if it tastes awful, fine. It's like, wow, okay, I embraced that. It didn't taste good. I learned, I got to collect a failure, and I'm not gonna order that again. But start showing up with certainty even in the little places so that they will shift into the big places of your life and your business. So show up as if your success were already guaranteed, because it is. The women who receive the most are not the ones who hesitate. They're not the ones who wait. They're not the ones who doubt, right? So if you're watching all these women have success, you're like, oh gosh, they've already done it. I can't do it. It's like bullshit, right? Show up, because your success is guaranteed. Are you going to grab it? Are you going to receive it? Are you going to allow it? Are you going to trust that it's there for you? Right? So you are now stepping into the one who decides, who acts, who trusts. So I'm curious, which three of these shifts are you committing to today? One, audit your energy. Two, shift your money mindset. Or three, move with certainty. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe all three, right? Which one connects with you most? Which one are you like, yep, that one really hit a string with me, really hit a chord with me, and this is the one I'm going to work on. So you guys, I want you to identify one bold decision your future self wouldn't hesitate to make and commit to doing it today. This is faith. This is faith in yourself. This is trust in yourself. And it's the number one thing you need to get to that next level, to reach your goals. And I've seen a lot of people reach goals, whether it's weight loss, whether it's business goals, and they don't do it from a place of faith and trust. And it feels heavy and it feels hard. And so you can still achieve goals, even if you're not practicing faith and trust. You can still achieve your goals, but it's going to feel a hell of a lot harder, and it's going to feel grindy, and it's going to feel hustly. And many, many times when people reach goals from this place, they're not long-term. They are not sustainable. They get burnt out. And then we have to go back to the drawing board. So faith action, identify one bold decision your future self would not hesitate to make and commit to doing it today. Flow action. I want you to write down one area in your business where you're forcing results and ask, what would this look like if it were easy? And then act accordingly. And finally, when you look at your finances and to show up in the financial flow and faith, I want you to declare your next income goal. Speak it, embody it, move as if it's already done, right? If I were to create $1 million this year, how would I show up today? Interesting. Show up as if it's already happening. This is the reason why most women stay stuck. Most women show up to these trainings, they get excited, they're like, oh my gosh, mind blown, holy cow, here we go. They feel inspired. You feel inspired, but unchanged, right? The women who take action now, you women who take action now are the ones who create massive shifts. You will, and you're going to, and I'm here to help you. You have two choices. You can keep pushing. You can keep like forcing. You can keep, trying to get to that next level from this lack of faith and trust, or you can step into a proven process that allows you to build success effortlessly and have fun and get curious and look at it differently. And this is exactly what I do in the Amplify Academy. It's my exclusive membership where I help women take these shifts and I help them turn them into real results. So if today resonated with you, just imagine having the strategy, the support, and the coaching, me in your back pocket, my voice, my inspiration, my coaching in your back pocket, so you can grab it at any time to actually implement this in your business. Powerful. You guys, the Amplify Academy is for you if you're ready to trust, faith, and flow while building consistent income. If you're ready to step into your next level with confidence and certainty, this is what we do in the Amplify Academy. If you are ready to attract high caliber clients and customers who actually value your expertise and are ready and willing to pay you and respect your time, join me. If you're ready to expand your business with ease, not exhaustion, join me in the Amplify Academy. Drop a fire emoji in the chat or in my inbox, and I'll send you the steps to join your next level. What is the worst that could happen if you had faith in yourself? What's the worst that could happen if you had faith in yourself? If you had faith and trust in your abilities? If you had faith and trust in the way you flow through your work and the amount of income you are able to receive, what's the worst that could happen if you just borrowed those thoughts? If you just lived into them? I'm just curious. So, you guys, faith and flow mean nothing without action. So, the only thing left for you to do is to move. You are not here by accident. This shift is available to you now. And the only question is, are you ready to step into it? And if you are, I'm fully 100% here to support you and help you reach your dreams, help you reach your goals, help you step into your vision in a very beautiful place of faith and flow and finances. So drop a fire emoji, in the chat, in my DM, and I will connect with you on how to get started. Talk to you soon.